Alright, so this is my Criterion C assessment for technology and about the issue on cultural identity and how it should be preserved. So my plan states all the steps that needs to be done in order to create the product that's going to save the identity of Tamil culture. There's a lot of changes that I made towards the plan to make it much more sophisticated and much more specific towards the product, and as shown in my process journal over here. So the first change, and the changes are stated right here in the steps, and that was changed to make the product even better. The first product right here shows "Don't forget Tamil culture," and what the actual product in my design was a shoe that needs to be placed here. However, because of the effect that it might cause and not the influence that might give, I changed that to a gun to make sure it's shooting away our culture if you don't wear traditional culture, if you don't remind yourself that people culture is important. And same goes to the second poster where it was a gun, it was a shoe, and I changed it back to a gun to see corporate companies shooting away clothes that were efficient and can be helpful to preserve culture, to save the past for the future. And that was the first change that was made. The second change that was made is shown in step 4 right here when the actual product is supposed to have kids in it, showing the influence that the culture has on kids and how Western influences are taking away their own identity. However, because it was going to be too crowded and too congested, the cancellation of the kids and the implementation of choosing culture, whether you want to go Western way or the traditional way, it says choose culture, meaning going the traditional way is much more reminding way of who you are actually and where you come from. And this will give a really, really heavy impact on the actual audience. And these are shown throughout my process journal and how it was changed using different techniques and materials, and it's been justified. And the third thing I changed was what we wear. And this title was actually made in the specific Photoshop font. And the reason I changed this is because it wasn't as effective for a general audience, an average citizen of the Tamil culture. When I see this poster, it doesn't affect me. Therefore, changing it to a Sanskrit level that shows deep traditional value towards thousands of years of history really affects the audience on seeing the actual matter and getting attracted to the poster and actually reading the poster then, and it's shown in all my posters with the lines here and here. This shows that Sanskrit is and traditional clothing is a very, very large part of our culture itself. And this is shown in my process journal where they're copyright free fonts are chosen. And the last thing I changed was element that was changed was the contact information, which was in first much larger. However, due to the attraction and due to the implementation of these was very large in order to unbalance the posters itself. It was changed to a much smaller, as you can see here, smaller portion of the whole poster to make this the focal point much more clear towards the audience so that they know what this product is about. As you can see, the images are always fading, which shows that the products are eroding, has deep understanding and meaning just towards the image itself and the title and the font to show the culture behind it and how the gun is shooting away. And if to be fixed, there needs to be something that needs to be done, something that traditional clothes needs to be worn. And that's why all my changes are as effective and are shown all throughout the steps and should be effective towards the audience to make the product better and as well as the effect on the audience much better.